What's up, everybody? We're here in beautiful Death Valley National Park, and we're here to investigate the SUPERBLOOM, or close to a SUPERBLOOM. It's not technically one, but it's a big burst of wildflower blooms that happens every so often if conditions are right, both in the fall and the spring out here. And you get a variety of different colors: purples, pinks, whites, yellows. And there have been some high winds and high heat here recently. So from what I read, a lot of the stuff is past peak, but I've never had the chance to actually get out here and view this at this time of year. A lot of the times I've been out here in the past, it's been bone dry. Like, I'll show you in a minute. It's pretty green out here, actually. It's way greener than I've ever seen before. So my hope is that we can go through some of the peak places and still catch a good view of whatever survived the windstorm last week. And it's supposed to be 100 degrees here coming up in the next week or so, so that'll probably destroy whatever's left over for that. But if you want to come back, if you come up into the higher elevations, like mid-April, you'll still have flowers up there. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's pretty cool. They haven't had a SUPERBLOOM since 2016, so it should be a really cool adventure to go through the park. I found a nice camp spot for tonight. We're gonna hang out, check out the sunset. I'm gonna try and get some cool shots of that, some cool panoramics of the stars if I can see any tonight. And tomorrow we'll get up real early and we'll go down to Badwater Basin and see if we can't see anything cool. Some cool flowers. All right, good morning, everybody. We're beginning to make our way into the park. We're heading down in elevation towards Badwater Basin, and we're already starting to see a few flowers bloom, which is really awesome. This one in frame here is called Desert Gold. It should be one of the more popular and prominent ones we see today. And we should see some Phacelia, which is a purple, some Mojave Star, which is a white, and then maybe a few other colors we'll be in store for as a surprise. There's a lot of variety of plants that bloom out here, a lot of things I've never heard of, never seen before, so it should be a really fascinating experience. We have to be very careful. We got to try to not step on or hurt any of these plants. You cannot pick them and bring them with you as like a souvenir. They need to be preserved because these blooms don't happen a lot, and it's the first one I've ever got to see, so I would like them to happen again. So I'm going to try my best to be careful. And even all the way up here at this elevation, the wind, we are starting to get some nice fields of yellow. So I'm hoping as we head down further towards the basin, we should get some really spectacular fields. So we're taking a quick detour to the Harmony Borax Works, which is a little nice piece of history out here. It is a former borax mine from 100 years ago, and they used to pull borax out of the mountains and use a 20-mule team to haul it to wherever they hauled it. I don't remember, but I guess that's where the name 20-mule team borax comes from, which is a pretty obscure cleaning product if you know that reference. But they also have a nice little field of desert gold. It's a little hard to make out, but you can see it dotting the landscape here, and it also runs its way up the washes into the mountains over there, and it's really nice. Never seen it like this before, because like I said, you get the contrast of this dry basin, and you begin to appreciate even the most little bit of flowers you can get as you're driving through the park. It's pretty spectacular. I guess this is where they would refine it, cook it, whatever particular term you'd use for it. And then over here, this is, I guess, the stagecoach, or you could call it that, steam coach they would use to transport it. Of course, you gotta think about what they were going across. It's probably a bit of a pain in the ass. Now this is what I'm talking about. this is the first really vibrant field we've got. I mean, you look at the contrast across the street where it's just salt flats. Beautiful mountains, beautiful terrain. It's always beautiful out here, but this is really, I don't want to say a once in a lifetime experience, but you really need to get out here. Now, I should preface this with, it's not technically quote unquote a super bloom. It is just the best bloom that they've had since about, I think 2016 is what they were saying, but with any luck, they'll get a lot of rain here in California and Nevada over the next few years, and we'll have another chance for a real prime time super bloom where it's just a blanket of yellow. But even this is the best bloom in the decade, and it really is it's spectacular. Still looking for some purples. I saw some streaks up in the hills, but nothing major yet. We're gonna keep moving down towards Sidewinder Canyon and see what we can find down there. Sidewinder Canyon's cool because I think they fly planes through there, and that's a future video, not really a video for now, but look forward to going through that deeper sometime in the future. So see if I can't find some aerospace stuff for you guys up there. Well, here's a little bonus. I wasn't expecting to see anything orange because it wasn't listed on the website anywhere, but I do not know what this is called. I will try and splice it in somewhere here in the video, but this is the most beautiful color I've seen. It really catches the eye. As soon as you drive past it, you see it and you're like, oh shoot, orange. Like I said, I was just expecting to see yellow, white, and purple, so a little bonus coverage here. Beautiful color. It almost looks like strawberries. Very cool. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. This is not a mirage. This is a lake in the middle of Death Valley, and I risked sunburn taking the, I don't know, half mile or so walk over here because this really is something that may be a once in a lifetime event. It filled up a few years ago, enough that you could ride a kayak through it, and it's filled up again here, but it's really going away fast. And like, this is just salt. Like, it's crazy. This is a salt flat basically filled with water right now, and I think it's a what they call a plasticine lake, which is a fancy word for old-time ancient dinosaur lake. But it was filled with water all the time at one point in history, and now it's just every so often. And if you're lucky enough to get out here, I suggest you see this too, because this might actually disappear and never come back. You can never quite be sure how much water is going to make its way into California and Nevada in any given year, so get out and see it while you can. Badwater Basin, normally a salt flat, today a lake. Well, I finally found a little field of Phacelia here. It is still out there. It's very streaky, but when you do come across it, it's very vibrant and easy to see among all the desert gold. It's a very pretty flower. Let me see if I can find it. Get a nice little close-up for everybody. A nice vibrant purple. It's always crazy to see something grow in this environment. It won't be long before they're back dormant again for another year. It is very hot, and that's not even by Death Valley standards. It's only like 95 degrees, and I am burning up. So I think I'm gonna try and find a shot of some Mojave Star if I can, but I haven't seen any fields of that. That would be the white flower. And if not, I can find a little quick snippet for you guys. But I'm gonna start to get going here before it gets scalding, and I've got a few things to do back home. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this. So like I said, a once in a lifetime experience, especially the lake. Flowers will be back, maybe not immediately, but at some point in the future. So take the time if you can to get up into northern elevations here in the next month or so and really see the blooms up there. It's a totally different variety of flowers, so it'll be a totally new experience for you if you're watching this, and should be pretty cool. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. One last thing I wanted to do, I know it's a little weird, but I wanted to find this church here in Independence, California on the way back. Pioneer Memorial United Methodist Church. It is featured in Daft Punk's We Are Human music video. A little off topic, but cool little thing I wanted to see. So thanks for sticking with me. Remember to like and subscribe and comment, do all that stuff. And thanks for watching.